Now you have mastered the clutch control and the throttle control, and you know how to stop and start without stalling, nice and safely, nice and smooth. We are going to show you how to change gears. So I'll run you through it first before we even get started. When you are riding and you have hit a speed where you know you need to change gear, whether that could be an indicator on your dash if you've got a bike that tells you, or like most people do, you can just hear the engine is at high revs and you know you need to change gear. So what you're going to do is, so you're riding along, you've got your clutch out, you've got your throttle pulled back. You're going to roll off the throttle. So roll off the throttle, so there's no gas going to the machine. You're going to pull in your clutch, just like that, with no throttle. You're going to, with your foot, so it should already be on the peg, you're going to get it underneath and you're just going to pull up like that. That's all you do. So if we're in first and we're pulling away, it's going to be as simple as roll off the throttle, clutch in, kick up in one smooth motion. So in live action time, it looks as quick as this. So we're riding along, it's going to be bang. I don't know if you saw that, I'll show you again. But in real time, it looks like this. Throttle down, clutch in, kick up. So boom, boom, boom. Literally as smooth as that. Boom, boom, boom. And then when you're going into the gear, so you've just changed into your second gear, you're going to again slowly come off the clutch and again slowly apply throttle. Slowly come off the clutch and slowly apply throttle, just like you would when you're coming off. So it wants to be a nice smooth transition. So it's going to be roll off, clutch in, kick up, slowly back out, slowly back on the throttle. And then you'll get a nice smooth takeoff. And I'll show you that now. So we're going to start the bike up. We'll put the visor down so hopefully you can still hear me. So kick it into first gear. As I've just shown you, we're going to slowly take off. There we go. And then we're going to go around the bend here. And then you're going to accelerate and off the throttle, clutch in, kick up, slowly back on. Slowly back on, and then we're in second gear. And now we're riding in second gear, nice and smooth. And if you want to change down a gear, it's the exact same. So I'll come around this bend and I'll show you. It's going to be throttle off, clutch in, kick down, and you're slowly back on and you're in first gear. So as easy as that. To get into second gear, throttle off, clutch in, kick up, slowly back on the throttle on the clutch. And it is as easy as that. It's the exact same for all the other gears, so you literally are just going to, every time you want to go up a gear, throttle off, clutch in, kick up. And when you're going down a gear, again, it's the same motion, throttle off, clutch in, kick down, slowly back on the throttle. Or if you're coming to a stop, keep the throttle in, because obviously if you pull the throttle out, the bike's going to move forward or you're going to stall. But yeah, that's the basics. Now, when you're coming to a stop, the way you're going to safely do that is, again, you're going to come off the throttle, clutch in, you're going to keep the clutch in, you're going to kick down the gears to get you into first, if you're coming to a stop this is. So into first, and then you're going to apply even amounts of pressure on the front and the back brake, nice and smoothly. So you're not snatching, just nice and smoothly on both. So you gently roll in to a nice simple stop, which I will show you on the roads when we come to stops. So we'll head out to the road. We are going to put into practice what we've learned, and we're going to put it into a real world scenarios, because I feel like that's how I learn best. Yeah, it's nice and easy doing it in a car park when there's nothing around, but out on the road is probably what's best. So we're going to get out now and we're going to practice on the road. But before we do that, I just want to go over a few things. So when you are learning, make sure you are doing it in an environment that is good for you. So make sure you're coming to somewhere nice and quiet, a nice empty car park, somewhere you can just practice and hone in on everything you need to do that we've gone over in this video. Now, before you think about getting on a bike and jumping on the road, please make sure you have done a CBT. This is not just a box tick just to make sure that you can just ride legally. It's a foundation to be able to just know the basics of what you need to know to just get out and about and actually learn to ride and be safe. So just make sure that you've done that. So you've had the training that you need to just be able to ride safe and know what you're doing. And obviously, I know right now I'm not, because I'm just in a safe environment recording a video. But make sure you are wearing the correct gear. So make sure you've got your gloves, which I have over there. You have your boots, your leathers, your Kevlars, just whatever you wear. Make sure you are geared up and riding in the correct gear so you are as safe as you can be. You need to dress for the slide, not the ride. Like today is a very hot day, but yeah, I've still got my gear over there, my hot leathers, to just make sure that I'm safe on the road. Because most of the time, you might think you're the best rider out there. You might even be one of the best riders out there, but car drivers are your biggest threat. They're the idiots on the road that take you off and take people's lives, unfortunately. So just make sure that you're being safe and you're wearing the correct equipment. And obviously, this should go without saying, but make sure you're wearing a helmet. I see a lot of people riding around like absolute imbeciles on mopeds and whatever without helmets. So just please put on a helmet. That's number one, and it is law. So just put your helmet on. So yeah, like I said earlier, we are going to get geared up and we are going to head onto the road and put to paper to practice what we've learned. So let's do that. Right, we have our gear on. We are now going to ride home from where we are, putting into practice what we've just learned. So, bike is facing forward. I know where all my controls are. I'm going to start the bike up because everything's ready to go. And now, we're going to check our surroundings, make sure we are safe to take off. Visor down so you guys can hear me better. Clutch in, kick down to get into first gear, and slowly clutch out, roll the throttle, and away we go. And now I need to change gears, so it's going to be throttle down. So it's going to be roll off the throttle, clutch in, kick up. Just like that. Slowly back onto the throttle, slowly back onto the clutch. And there we are. Lovely, smooth transitions. And now at the end of the road here, we're going to be coming to a stop. So I'm going to pull the clutch in, throttle off, kick down to first gear. I've done that a little bit early. So I'm going to slowly apply the front brake as with the back brake, indicate to go right, because that's the way I'm going to be heading. Come into a nice gentle stop. Checking both ways, seeing that my way is clear after this van, and slowly back on the throttle, slowly on the clutch for a smooth takeoff. Now coming to a stop again, so it's the same again. There we go, coming to a stop. Clutch was in, off the throttle, and even pressure on both the brakes. And there we go, taking back off again, getting into the left lane, using our left indicator. And even when I'm going these slow speeds, as you can see, my throttle is not all the way out, my clutch isn't all the way out. Now it is, and now that go, there we go, smooth gear change. And again, there you go, now we're coming to a stop. Now I'm in third gear, so that is a memory game. You have to remember what gear you're in. Some bikes, especially the more modern bikes, will tell you what gear you're in. This one doesn't, so you just have to remember. But there you go, nice smooth stop again. And you're just going to practice this over and over and over and over again until you're just familiar with it. At first it might feel really weird, it might feel really foreign, it might seem just so different to do, but the more you do it, the more you practice it, the more comfortable you'll feel. Same with anything. If you're a car driver, you know the feeling of when you first got behind a car wheel. Oh, it was awful. Especially I came out my first car lesson, and I was absolutely hating life. I thought, I'm never going to get this, I'm never going to understand it. But 10 years later, I'd like to think, a good driver. And riding is the exact same. It's going to feel really weird at first, and you're not going to be perfect. You're going to make stalls, you're going to make jumps, everything is going to feel horrible. But eventually, the more you do it, the better you feel about it. And there you go. Nice smooth acceleration and getaway. And then while you're just cruising, hand doesn't need to be on the clutch at all. Just the throttle. Look. Nothing on the clutch. You just control the speed with the throttle. Listening out for that engine sound, whether you need to go up a gear or down a gear. Where right now I'm traveling at 30 odd miles an hour and the speed is perfect for the gear that I'm in. So it sounds fine. If I want to increase, you increase the speed like this, and now it needs to go up a gear. So throttle off, clutch in, kick up, slowly back on the clutch and throttle. Easy as that. Please let me know in the comments down below if you found these videos helpful. I really hope you did. If there's anything else you'd like me to teach or show or advise on, then let me know. I'm very open to suggestions. And for the comments, if you are on this video because you are going to be learning to ride, what bike are you planning on getting? Or what bike do you already have that you're hoping to pass very quickly to start riding? Because if you're like me, I was very impatient and I bought my bike before I'd even passed my test. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what bike you want to be riding, because you're obviously on this video because you want to learn how to ride a bike. Right, and there you are. You've just learned how to ride a Harley Davidson or any bike. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been a bit different. There's not really been any events on lately, so I thought I'll just do this nice easy video to show you guys some of the basics on how to start riding. Stay safe out there. I hope to see more of you on the road very, very soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day, because I am blessed with the sunshine today. I've been Chibi. You've been amazing as always, and peace out.